Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Of a parent or child, related by blood, genetically related. Natural parent. Unthinking, prompted by, or as if by, instinct. A cat's natural aversion to water. A notation canceling a previous sharp or flat. Used especially of commodities, being unprocessed or manufactured using only simple or minimal processes. Natural yogurt. Being talented through inherited qualities. A natural leader. Free from artificiality. A natural reaction. Craps. A first roll of 7 or 11 that immediately wins the stake. Existing in or in conformity with nature or the observable world, neither supernatural nor magical. A perfectly natural explanation. Existing in or produced by nature, not artificial or imitation. A natural pearl. Functioning or occurring in a normal way, lacking abnormalities or deficiencies. It's the natural thing to happen. In accordance with nature, relating to or concerning nature. A very natural development. Of a musical note, being neither raised nor lowered by one chromatic semitone. A natural scale. Someone regarded as certain to succeed. He's a natural for the job. Of a parent or child, related by blood, genetically related. Biological child. Pertaining to biology or to life in living things. Unthinking, prompted by, or as if by, instinct. Offering to help was as instinctive as breathing. Declare null and void. Make ineffective. Make up for. A notation canceling a previous sharp or flat. Remove or make invisible. Make invalid for use. Cancel checks or tickets. Postpone indefinitely or annul something that was scheduled. Cancel the dinner party. Informal terms for nakedness. In the raw. Hurting. Lacking training or experience. Raw recruits. Used of wood and furniture. Raw wood. Used informally, completely unclothed. Used especially of commodities, being unprocessed or manufactured using only simple or minimal processes. Raw wool. Devoid of elaboration or diminution or concealment, bare and pure. Raw fury. Not processed or subjected to analysis. Raw data. Unpleasantly cold and damp. Brutally unfair or harsh. Received raw treatment from his friends. Having the surface exposed and painful. A raw wound. Not processed or refined. Raw sewage. Not treated with heat to prepare it for eating. Untempered and unrefined. Raw talent. Socially incorrect in behavior. Used especially of commodities, being unprocessed or manufactured using only simple or minimal processes. Bales of rude cotton. Lacking civility or good manners. Belonging to an early stage of technical development, characterized by simplicity and, often, crudeness. The crude weapons and rude agricultural implements of early man. Of persons, lacking in refinement or grace. Being talented through inherited qualities. A born musician. British nuclear physicist, born in Germany, honored for his contributions to quantum mechanics, 1882 to 1970. Brought into existence. He was a child born of adultery. Not established by conditioning or learning. Being talented through inherited qualities. An innate talent. Present at birth but not necessarily hereditary. Acquired during fetal development. Evoking lifelike images within the mind. A lifelike portrait. Free from artificiality. A lifelike pose. Of offspring, generated by procreation. Naturally begotten child. Happening or arising without apparent external cause. Spontaneous laughter. Said or done without having been planned or written in advance. Originating from the self. Happening or arising without apparent external cause. Not refined or processed. Not altered from an original or natural state. Unprocessed commodities. Not treated or prepared by a special process. Possessing sound knowledge. Endowed with the capacity to reason. Exercising or showing good judgment. An intelligent solution. Having the capacity for thought and reason, especially to a high degree. Is there intelligent life in the universe? Unaware of or indifferent to. Emotionally unmoved. Free of artificiality, sincere and genuine. An unaffected grace. Undergoing no change when acted upon. Entirely unaffected by each other's writings. Impelled by physical force, especially against resistance. A real cop would get physical. According with material things or natural laws, other than those peculiar to living matter. A reflex response to physical stimuli. Characterized by energetic bodily activity. A very physical dance performance. Concerned with material things. Physical properties. Having substance or material existence, perceptible to the senses. A physical manifestation. Involving the body as distinguished from the mind or spirit. Physical exercise. Relating to the sciences dealing with matter and energy, especially physics. Physical sciences. Not artificially colored or bleached. Undyed cotton. Not artificially colored or bleached. Her hair is uncolored. Without color. Pure water is uncolored. Not artificially colored or bleached. Unbleached blonde hair. Something regarded as a normative example. Being approximately average or within certain limits in e.g. intelligence and development. A perfectly normal child. Conforming with or constituting a norm or standard or level or type or social norm, not abnormal. Serve wine at normal room temperature. Forming a right angle. In accordance with scientific laws. Conspicuously and tastelessly indecent. An earthy sense of humor. Sensible and practical. Her earthy common sense. Hearty and lusty. An earthy enjoyment of life. Not far removed from or suggestive of nature. The earthy taste of warm milk fresh from the cow. Of or consisting of or resembling earth. It had an earthy smell. Music, notation used by musicians. A list of names. His name was struck off the rolls. Move along on or as if on wheels or a wheeled vehicle. The president's convoy rolled past the crowds. Cause to move by turning over or in a circular manner of as if on an axis. She rolled the ball. Move by turning over or rotating. The child rolled down the hill. A deep prolonged sound, as of thunder or large bells. Small rounded bread either plain or sweet. Show certain properties when being rolled. The carpet rolls unevenly. A roll of currency notes, often taken as the resources of a person or business, etc. He shot his roll on a bob-tailed nag. A long heavy sea wave as it advances towards the shore. Flatten or spread with a roller. Roll out the paper. The sound of a drum, especially a snare drum, beaten rapidly and continuously. Arrange or coil around. Roll your hair around your finger. The act of throwing dice. Move about aimlessly or without any destination, often in search of food or employment. They rolled from town to town. Sell something to or obtain something from by energetic and especially underhanded activity. Boil vigorously. The water rolled. A round shape formed by a series of concentric circles, as formed by leaves or flower petals. The act of rolling something, as the ball in bowling. Move in a wavy pattern or with a rising and falling motion. The waves rolled towards the beach. A document that can be rolled up, as for storage. Rotary motion of an object around its own axis. Occur in soft rounded shapes. The hills rolled past. A flight maneuver. Aircraft rotates about its longitudinal axis without changing direction or losing altitude. Anything rolled up in cylindrical form. Begin operating or running. The cameras were rolling. Emit, produce, or utter with a deep prolonged reverberating sound. The thunder rolled. Execute a roll, in tumbling. The gymnasts rolled and jumped. Move, rock, or sway from side to side. The ship rolled on the heavy seas. Photographic film rolled up inside a container to protect it from light. Pronounce with a roll, of the phoneme, r. She rolls her r's. Shape by rolling. Roll a cigarette. Take the shape of a roll or cylinder. The carpet rolled out. Walking with a swaying gait. The act of throwing a fishing line out over the water by means of a rod and reel. The visual appearance of something or someone. The delicate cast of his features. Formulate in a particular style or language. She cast her request in very polite language. The actors in a play. A violent throw. Container into which liquid is poured to create a given shape when it hardens. The act of throwing dice. Form by pouring, e.g., wax or hot metal, into a cast or mold. Cast a bronze sculpture. Move about aimlessly or without any destination, often in search of food or employment. Put or send forth. Cast a spell. Get rid of. Object formed by a mold. Bandage consisting of a firm covering, often made of plaster of Paris, that immobilizes broken bones while they heal. Throw forcefully. The distinctive form in which a thing is made. Pottery of this cast was found throughout the region. Eject the contents of the stomach through the mouth. Choose at random. Cast lots. Assign the roles of a movie or a play to actors. Who cast this beautiful movie? Deposit. Cast a vote. Select to play, sing, or dance a part in a play, movie, musical, opera, or ballet. He cast a young woman in the role of Desdemona. A person with a record of successes. His son would never be the achiever that his father was. A person with a record of successes. A person with a record of successes. If you want to be a success, you have to dress like a success. An attainment that is successful. His success in the marathon was unexpected. An event that accomplishes its intended purpose. Let's call heads a success and tails a failure. A state of prosperity or fame. He is enjoying great success. A person with a record of successes. Only winners need apply. The contestant who wins the contest. A gambler who wins a bet. Expressions used when two dice are thrown and both come up showing one spot. A gambling game played with two dice. A first throw of 7 or 11 wins and a first throw of 2, 3, or 12 loses, and a first throw of any other number must be repeated to win before a 7 is thrown, which loses the bet and the dice. The science that studies living organisms. The science that studies living organisms. All the plant and animal life of a particular region. Characteristic life processes and phenomena of living organisms. The biology of viruses.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.